And hello, welcome to Deathmark. So, last time there was a new ghost named Hannah, who is a bride who, haunts phone booths. Oh. And yeah, now we're gonna try and solve her crime. Let's see if I remember correctly. There was a dog, and they were like, be dominant, don't react if it barks. And also, I kind of lost. Oh, something in the grass at the foot of the tree. I push the grass aside and pick it up. Taliesin. That's good, because I'm pretty sure we almost ran out. Oh, no, they gave us back. Interesting. Could have swore we ended at like 200. Something in the grass. Instant camera. I hit the switch before I realized a red light appears. Apparently that means the flash can be used. It must still have battery left. Not that we're going to take any pictures with it. You're right. Oh yeah, she was more a Southern Belle sort of person. That's nice not to mention the giant blood that's like on the bottom of it. To see is to perceive light. That distant voice echoes in my head. True, seeing something means you're seeing the light it's reflecting, but what does that have to do with Hanayome? New info. In the bushes below the tree I found a dirty instant camera. The back reads take a picture, flash included. The light whispers to see if perceive light. Thinks I meant light the camera. I bet Psycho Hasegawa does test that light. Probably correct. Anything else? Oh, alright. I shine a light on the grove of trees in front of us and catch a glimpse of something odd. Huh? What is that? Something's posted there? I can't make it out from here. I move forward for a closer look. What is this? All thought in my mind ceases. It's as if I'm unable to process what I'm seeing and my brain comes to a halt. Are these photos? There's a bunch of pictures of different people posted to the tree, but they're all these photos have nails in their eyes. Just as Christie says, for some bizarre reason, each photo has a person with nails driven through both eyes. Attached to the nail is some kind of tape. Cold sweat drips down my back. What kind of grudge would cause someone to do something like this? Hey, all of the people in these photos, are they all men? Christie mutters just loud enough to hear. Huh? I look over the photos again. A good number of them are deteriorated, so they're hard to make out, but they may be right. Yeah, looks like it. All the subjects are men. That's clearly not a coincidence. I feel a little dizzy and step back. Through my blurry vision, something flashes in the light of the flashlight. Nani? What's wrong? Nothing, it's just over there. There's something sparkled up there. Something might be there. We should check it out. Something up in the branches of the tree is reflecting light. Something must be stuck in the branches. The only way we'll be able to check out is to climb up the trunk. Are you thinking about climbing the tree? There aren't any cavities, knots, or branches within reach. It'd be hard to climb up it. So, help me? I refuse. No way I can climb that. Looks like that's not gonna work. And I'll do it myself. I take a deep breath and jump at the tree. I struggle to reach for a while and manage to touch a branch until I crash it down with a spectacular thud. Ow. Ugh, I told you. Yes, but our way. She whispers in my ear. Okay, that's off the table. I give up and back away. Unless I need to, you know, go and get the girl? Maybe, let's try that real quick. Let's go, Suzu. Right. Yeah. You don't have to repeat. If that's all, then okay, I'll try. Thank you, child. I squat at the base of the tree and let her climb up on me. Up you go. I stagger a bit, but manage to stand. I feel like I'm on the trees now. Can you reach it? Or, you know, just a little to the right? I'm almost there. Eek! As soon as I reach as far as she can with her hand and I lose my balance. We both crash to the ground. Are you okay? I'm fine. Here. Suzu shows me her hands. It's holding the object that was stuck in the branches. Dog collar. A collar? Makes me think of that dog we saw before coming here. Does this belong to that dog? I wonder who threw it away. Who knows, kid, who knows. As I'm putting it in my bag, I spot an inscription inside the collar. Enta? How are you supposed to pronounce that? Info added. Oh god. In the west side of the forest we found a tree covered in strange photos of men. And they all had large nails driven deep into their eyes. They're likely all dead. Is this some kind of warning that men will be killed? I spot something when I look up the tree. It's hard to get down, but it turns out to be a dog collar. Does it belong to the dog we saw at the entrance? In the article that on Psycho, we found that in the garage the body of her pet dog was found in the forest. Was it killed chasing after the culprits? It seems she even brought it up It brought it on her trip to Greece with her fiance right before she was abducted. Looks like the dog's name is on the collar, but how do you pronounce that? Tenta? I don't know. Doesn't look like English. In the bushes below the tree, oh, right. That. Let us continue forward, child, and try not to die. I hear a low growl from somewhere. I can't see what's making it, but it seems to be watching me. Oh, we did see that dog at the gate. I'm not sure why, but I feel an intense hostility directed toward me. What should we do? The instant Suzu speaks, the growling grows distinctively quieter. I remember the photos. All of them were men with nails in their eyes. I don't know what it has to do with the dog, but if those pictures demonstrate the hatred that saturates this place, if I'm with Suzu, it might react differently. I consider my options. I've got an idea. I take the collar out of my bag. Maybe. It's a safe bet that the spirit was born here, so the dog is likely tied to this collar. I face the general area the barking is coming from and show it the collar. The dog appears like a gust of wind. Whoa! Before I can blink, it seals the collar from me. Be dominant and ignore it. That's what I remember. When I try to quickly jump away, I hear Suzu call out to me. Mr. Malice, don't move. Before I don't catch the rest of it. The dog rushes at me so fast it looks like it's gliding over the ground. Well, I bet she was saying don't move. The dog stops in its track. It seems confused I'm not reacting and just standing still. It shuffles back on its guard and prepares to attack again. It bares its teeth and growls. If I remember correctly... That was probably a mistake. I suddenly yell threatening it back. Provoke, the dog flies at me. Ow. Should have ignored it. Has an inscription on, doesn't it? I'm sure it said... Tenta... What should I call it? I mean, it looks like Lenta. Lenta. I mutter the name. The dog perks its ears. I say it again, this time more clearly. Then... What? Fuck you, dog. Fuck you. Yeah. Must you do this, you silly moo? Yes. Photos, they hate men. Touching the hatred. I know Suzu might react differently. I consider my options. Show the collar. General direction, bok bok bok. Put you woof woof. Dog appears. Whoa. Before I can blink, it steals the collar from me. I hear Suzu call out at me. Mr. Mouse, don't move! But I don't catch the rest of it. The dog rushes at me so fast, looks like it's gliding over the ground. And we stand still. He's confused. To hear it threatening me, it growls for a while until it abruptly stops. The dog holds the collar in his mouth, stares at me. The collar has an inscription on it, doesn't it? I'm sure it said Zenta. What should I call it? I personally think it says Tenta, but what do I know? Renta, Senta, Genta. I don't know, Genta. Genta. You guys are gentle, right? I muttered the name. Dog perks its ears. I say it again more clearly. Then. Oh. That's good. The dog turns around and quietly slinks into the brush. It disappears from sight. It seems I somehow managed to escape death yet again. I tend to do this a lot, you know. I pick up the collar that was left behind and sigh deeply. Are you okay? Yeah, that was... I can't even say it was no big deal. My words simply trail off. I mean, you know, it's not the first time I encountered ghosts. First ghost dog, though. So that's new. That's all I can answer with. I pat myself down with my hands, but I don't seem to be injured anywhere. I did feel teeth biting into my hand when the collar was snatched from me, though. That dog may be supernatural. Well, no shit, it looks like the Ringu possessed the dog. I hope it doesn't attack again. I think we'll be fine. It found what it was looking for, anyway. You're right. Smart child. Now, was there anything here, or was it just ghost attack? Ghost Poochie. Ah, well then. A sound of a rope creaks above my head. What the fuck? Silhouettes swing in the shadow of the trees. My whole body shudders with dread. Are those people? Suzu gives a terrifying yelp, which I cannot do. Speechless, I shine my flashlight on them. They clearly aren't people. They're mannequins. The things hanging by their necks from the trees are display mannequins you can find at the department store. Someone really doesn't like mannequins. And they also can't commit suicide because, you know, not alive, no lungs, no breathing. Is this like someone's idea of a prank, or maybe a warning to intruders? Or a hate crime, who knows? The only one who knows the truth would be whoever did this. Let's go, I don't think they're dangerous. For now. They're only mannequins. Okay. Suzu replies uneasily, as well she should. But before either of us take a step forward, I feel a shaky hand gripping onto me. It was just, doll mercilessly hanging by its neck. Let's look. It has something in its left hand. Feel it up. Grabbing onto it to stop it from swaying, I open the hand and take what's inside. Worn out talisman. Ha ha. Power coursing through me. Anything else? Male doll hanging from the tree. I wonder what the person who did this was thinking. Fuck mannequins? I don't know. The dolls swing unceaselessly from the rope even though there's no breeze. Was that you or is that the one behind you? Oh yeah, it was just you. Thanks. Poochie woof woof. It's that dog, the Ringu dog. Zuzu, be careful. No, it's okay now. It won't attack anymore. Child, how do you know this? It starts digging in the dirt right in front of us. After a few moments, it disappears like mist. What was it doing? Is there something over there? Let's go take a look. But first, anything else? I guess it's just the dirt. It's the place where that dog was digging. I'll feel it up. I reach out and touch the dirt, but the texture under my hand surprises me. Nani? The dirt around here is soft. Almost as if something was buried. Give me a hand, your small child hands. You're gonna dig here? I don't think we'll need any tools. Please. Okay. In silence, we kneel in this forest in the middle of the night and dig up the dirt with our hands. I feel like I'm robbing a grave, and you probably are. It could be that those words popped into my head because I somehow knew what we'd find. Oh, is that a prediction? Ah, distracted. I look down on what we dug up. What we find is a corpse and centipedes. It's just a skeleton now, but it doesn't look that old. Is that a corpse? Yes, it is. I'm sorry, child. You had to see this. Yeah. My reply sounds incredibly fat and uncaring even to me. At some point, death has become familiar. That fact, and not the corpse, is what sends a shiver down my spine. I'm too comfortable with the world of the dead. I know this, but I can't escape it. One part of me upstairs that remains before me and reacts calmly. Just then I notice something. What's that? There's something white in the skeleton's hand. I dig it out and discover it's a plastic bag. Inside are a number of cassette tapes and some kind of note. The note's deteriorated, but parts of it are legible. I killed them all once assault you. Now you rest in peace. What needed to be done, now I die here. This forest you pass, Owa. New song, won't listen heaven. The note ends there. 3 cassette tapes. That sounds like a suicide note, doesn't it? But these tapes... She looks at the cassette tapes. Why were they buried too? They look at the remains as if asking them the question. Of course it's not going to reply, unless this is suddenly... Oh, what's his name from One Piece? Book? Something like that. I don't I trail off. A different voice is whispering in my mind. The voice falls silent. Well, the last what? Wait a second, the last what? Huh? Is something the matter? I didn't say nothing. It's nothing, sorry, just talking to myself. Anyway, let's take these tapes with us. New info, spirit file, identified suicide victim, but I'm pretty sure it's the husband. It's always the husband. We find a skeleton buried in the ground with a worn suicide note and cassette tape. Strangely enough, the contents of the note matched up with the rumors of the fiance's death. What was in that other note? This is just a guess, but if I'm right, the songs on these tapes probably contain his thoughts and feelings. If the corpse is her fiance, then the tapes may have songs he made or ones that are meaningful to them. So then, what was the whisper of the last trying to tell me? Did he want his fiance to hear the last song? The dog that guided us is definitely the ruined form of their beloved pet. If I can manage to connect all this together when I face Hanayome. Actually, let's... Song. Let's see, bang, in the good shape. Song's charm. Song can be read on the smudge. Echo ballad. My blank. Also instant camera. Well, it's time to leave the forest. Before Butchie Woof Woof comes back. Whoa. The mark burns scarlet. Half an hour left until dawn closes in. Ugh. Out of nowhere, my mark flares up painfully, the intense pulsing setting my nerves on fire. Ah shit, are we out of time? I bite my lip and look at Suzu. Suzu. Hey Suzu, can you hear me? Yeah. Oh, third spirit, thank you, achievement. It's finally here. It all starts now. Grab Suzu and run. The spirit is closing in on us. Can't catch us in the car. It's the rules. Did I get in the car to go somewhere? Regardless, I'm here inside of gripping the wheel. The mansion. I need to go back there for now. I glanced through the rearview mirror at Suzu in the backseat. Suzu is staring vacantly out the window with a slightly tilted head. The only thing out there is darkness. There's nothing to look at. Ida's tape player is laying on its side in the passenger seat. I grabbed it from the back, meaning to play one of those tapes. We quickly arrived at Kuju Mansion. Even if I discuss it with Mary, it's probably best to listen to the tape first. I reach Rombus, but after doing know something odd. Hey, where'd everything go? Where are we? I'm on unfamiliar road, like I took a wrong turn somewhere. No, it's not unfamiliar. I've clearly been down this road before. But that route I was taking should have had no way for me to come across this road. That's the only way I can describe it. It's impossible. Calm down. I must have made a mistake because I was messing around with the tape player. I won't get lost on the way to the mansion. I've been to it so many times by now. I just missed the first intersection and ended up somewhere strange, that's all. That's what I tell myself as I make a U-turn. Probably shouldn't make a U-turn on the highway, but no matter how many times I go back. Damn it, why am I here again? Cheating ghosts. No matter how I turn, I end up on the same road. Right, left, or keep going straight, I still return to the exact same place. This is ridiculous. I hit the steering wheel. It's because my outburst, my mark starts burning with painting. This is bad, really bad. At this rate, death will catch up to us while we're here in the car. Having said that, we can't go back to the mansion. I don't think we'll be able to get out of this maze no matter how many times I try. In that case, what should I do? Where should I drive? Apartment? I turned to see one direction of the place that popped into my head. T apartment. It's not that I have to go there. The destination isn't important so long as it gets me out of this situation. I hit the gas pedal, abruptly turned the wheel, trying to get out of this cursed trap. Finally, familiar scenery returns as if it was laying in wait for me. Damn ghosts and their cheating ways. Can't just, confront us normally on our terms. In the end, it doesn't even matter. We're back here. The phone is ringing. I know exactly who is calling. The mark has dyed a deep crimson. A few minutes left until death closes in. I head to the phone booth. I got Ita's radio cassette player in the bag holding Psycho's memories at the ready. I pick up the receiver, but the phone immediately goes dead. You're too... Oh, ma'am. Why is there an eyeball in your mouth? Live or die. Ma'am, you saw it, didn't you? I know you saw it. Take a picture. I quickly grabbed the instant camera and used the flash. The spirit shrieks and while it's distracted, I tumble out of the booth. Safe. Once out, I spot out of the corner of my eye. The spirit's standing there looking down at me because you are dull. The camera's battery's dead. What should I do next? Echo Ballad? I stick Echo Ballad into the tape player and press the play button. I love. The spirit responds to the song. The spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? Charm song? Listen often, dear. The spirit responds to the song. Spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? This is very different to the other ones. My? I don't know this one. Spirit responds to the song. Your face is kind of goofy. Hey, let me listen to the newest. Play my? Yes, that song was finished. There's a flash of light. I blink and the spirit is gone. I don't sense Hanayome anymore. She's gone now. Hanayome. Suzu is back to normal. I bet their mark's gone. But mine's still bright on my arm. I guess Hanayome didn't give me my mark after all. Then Hanayome really was Psycho Hasegawa. What a sad, terrible fate, turning into a ghost after she died. I feel sorry for her. I hope her fiance's song for her helps her be at peace in heaven. Should we head back? Yeah. Huh? The phone starts ringing out of nowhere. It won't stop. It's like it's waiting for someone to answer. My mark stings with pain. What's happening? Suzu collapsed, covering their eyes. Hey, what's wrong? My eyes hurt. It's the phone's fault. Stop it quickly. Hurry. I grab the phone and hear a woman breathing. Immediately I try to hang up, but my arm won't move. You saw it, you saw it, you saw it with your round little eyes. Well, bad little eyes. Get... eat... and... Suzu's terrifying scream echoes from both the phone and outside the booth. There are noises coming from the phone. Like someone stuffing their cheeks with gum. The phone goes dead. I can move freely again. I bolt out the booth. Right where Suzu had collapsed was a single bloody eyeball staring at me. Well, fuck. I searched everywhere around the park, but I can't find Suzu anywhere. Maybe deep down I'm actually scared of finding them. Of finding the mutilated corpse missing an eyeball. Welcome back, Mr. Malice. It's thanks to you that my mark is finally gone. Too bad I didn't get to do much. I've read a ton of comics on exorcism, so I thought I could help. By the way, where's Suzu? Yeah, No way, you're lying. I'm sorry. Damn it! Why would you let her? No, Suzu! Ida crumbles to the floor, his sobs echoing off the walls. I have waited your return, Lord Malice. It appears that you overcame your fears and destroyed the spirit, but there was a victim. Yeah, we beat Hanayome, but what happened to Suzu? Unfortunately, the spirit's festering grudge was not cleared the way. That grudge then stole the life of the one who killed it, Suzu. So the spirit got revenge. Normally grudges killing people being possible, but... then why was only Suzu killed? With that kind of logic, I should have been. I can offer a logical reason. The Vanquish spell can only affect those who it gave the mark to. If that's true, that's pretty ironic. That mean I was sick because it wasn't Hanayomi who given me my mark. The fact you survive is not at least a small mercy. It may seem cold, but please do not be overcome with regrets. That's not comforting at all. I could be next. I've managed to defeat 3 spirits now, but my mark still hasn't disappeared. It feels like that terrible fact might just freeze the blood in my veins. But I vowed to fight against the mark. All I can do now is press forward. Mr. Malice, may I have a word? I looked through the other files in the garage after you left, and I found this. She hands over a file that says H Shrine Findings on the cover. Saya Koju's signature is in the corner. The Koju family's guardians were housed there, so it made sense that this was here. Go on, read it. Most of it about how H Shrine was built and its history. It lines up with what Mary told us. Everything that happened from the anti-Buddhist movement to now is in here. But it looks like even Saya didn't know who sold the statues 50 years ago. Some pages about H Shrine's Go Shintai, the item that houses the deity spirit. This shrine has 2, a mirror and a small Buddha statue called Nenji Butsu. The Nenji Butsu should be in a pouch, but I never saw anything like that at the shrine. I wonder where it ended up. The last few pages contain notes on an investigation into the stolen statues. It mentions a rumor that started circulating a few months ago. Oh, I did it again. K. Mayamachi North Road in H City. It's a back street that, due to the city's poor planning, is covered in manholes. Because that, people call it Manhole Road. On a moonless night, a young woman was walking down on her way home from work. An old sign read, "Be wary of strangers." Suddenly fearful, she attempted to hurry her steps down that dimly lit back street. But she couldn't take a step forward. A noise, something heavy being dragged, and then a figure was discernible from out of the darkness. It was a woman with disheveled hair wearing a burnt white robe. She cradled a headless Buddha statue as if it were her own child. The shadows and hair hid most of her face, but she could see her blood-red lips twisted into a satisfied smile. Terrified by the eerie sight, she turned on her heel and ran away. Some distance away, she turned to look back, but the woman was gone. The statues were stolen 50 years ago, so it wasn't that woman, but I doubt that it's that easy to find headless Buddha statues. I'm sure she must know something. I asked Hanayomi where the statues stolen from H Shrine were, and now there's an unexpected lead. What a strange coincidence. If you can find those stolen statues and honor them in H Shrine, the divine wrath will be quelled and you might be freed from the mark. Another way that might be possible to allow me to escape my mark. It's worth looking into at least. Oh, before I forget, you should take these too. Documents on the Hasegawa case that we found after you left. Read through them if you want. It is almost done. We must end today's investigation. Please rest. So. I'm sorry. I thought I did what the spirit wanted. Ida climbs the stairs sobbing. I'm headed to bed soon myself. My mark's finally gone. I think I'm going to sleep well tonight. There's no reason for you to stay any longer. You're right about that. I'll be leaving tomorrow. Sorry, but even 9 lives won't be enough to survive staying here. You said it. But I'm grateful for all this too. It gave me time to rethink my life. Ironic, isn't it? But if I hadn't been cursed by a spirit, I'd be in that forest right about now. Christie's smile turns wry. Well, I'm off to bed now. Good night. Now then, Lord Malas, please find me when you are ready. Farewell. New info out to Spirit How the truth behind Hanayome Mother. What's the truth, bucko? It might have all started with the lingering grudge caused by that tragic event. Hanayome was Psycho Hasegawa. She became a spirit obsessed with eyes in imitation of her fiancé's revenge. The dog turned into that thing in an effort to save them. The info I got from the fellow Mark Bearers points to that as well. Her fiancé, musician known as YMN back then, he made a name for himself by cross-mixing genres into his music, from rock and pop to classical and techno. Around the time the NCT was working on a new album, the last song was called My Holy and dedicated to his fiancée. But in the end, the album was published without that final track. The song and her fiancé's love finally reached Sayoko. I'd like to think it was because of us and Genta. I hope their tragic tale has finally come to a close, but some things still don't add up. How did Hanayome suddenly get power to bestow the mark? The answer might lie with the Buddha statues stolen from the aged shrine. The files in the garage mentioned the Buddha statues were stolen from aged shrine 50 years ago, right during the period of chaos following the end of the war. Is there a connection? What's more, a year-old interview says someone witnessed a woman in white carrying a headless Buddha statue on a street called Manhole Road. Maybe I should look into that next. Are you retiring to bed? Yes. Good night. Hanayome and... Well, that could have gone better. It's been 3 days since Hanayome. All of the other mark bearers left the mansion, and I'm the only one here now. I wonder when I'll be free of this mark. When can I leave this place? Sigh. There's not even a scrap of meaningful information around. I looked around Sayakoto's bedroom to try and find something Mary mentioned. It's impolite to rummage through the woman's things, but I don't have the luxury to not do that. I searched every inch of this room, even under the carpet, but I came up empty. Ugh. Seeing the dried blood on the floor reminds me of that horrifying sight I saw. Flashback. I don't want to die like that. That sole reason has been my driving force in my struggle to survive since that day. But how long can I keep this up? Until the game says so? Or until I mess up? That thought fills me with such dread that it feels like my legs could give out. After searching everywhere I can, I leave the bedroom. The deserted entrance feels colder than usual. Thinking on it, it's already been over a week since I first came here. I've gotten completely used to this strange mansion. What a mansion. It's not really something I want to admit. How do you do, Lord Malas? Mary gives me her usual greeting in her monotone voice. She's still a complete mystery. Though I can't say I'm not grateful to have someone to talk to now that everyone's gone. Did you locate the master key? No, I didn't. I see. I was sure it would be there. I've searched every accessible inch of the mansion and found no info of value. All that's left is the locked room. I'm trying to find the Koju Mansion master key so I can open it. Mary said she thought it might be in Saya Koju's bedroom, but it clearly was a bust. It is obvious I should have spoken with Lady Saya more before she died. I deeply apologize. Her voice carries a hint of sadness. She almost seems human when she does that. Looking more closely at her, I'm struck all over again just by how strange she is. I haven't really thought about it lately since I've been struggling to survive, but how did she come into existence? Hey Mary, were you made by Saya Kujo? No, I have served the Kojo family since before Lady Saya was born. I was already here at the mansion when I opened my eyes the first time. They say tools used for many years can come to house deities or souls. I may be something similar. So you're like a Koju guardian deity? That is an exaggeration. Though I would be very pleased if I could achieve such a status. Lady Saya's fate was most unfortunate. I will do my utmost to respect her wish and to save all who bear the mark. Her clear green eyes stare at me. Lord Malas, thanks to you, many mark bearers have been saved except for the one. I am sure that Lady Saya would be extremely grateful to you. I very much feel the same way. Her voice is emotionless, but it sounds just a bit softer than usual. Her face can't show it, but it feels like she's trying to express her gratitude. No, Lord Malas. It seems a new mark-bearer has made their way to the mansion. I hope you can find some clue to the spirit that gave you your mark. Before she can even finish her sentence, there's a mark at the front door. A girl bounces in wearing a fancy outfit. I blink dumbfoundedly at her appearance. Nice to meet you, good morning. She's British now, chip chip cheerio. It's the middle of the night. Oh right, sorry about that, Governor. I'm used to saying that as a greeting. So, Dr. Kojo lives here, right? Madame Yasuka told me to come in. Is Dr. Saya around? That's just putting back to Southern. Madame Yasuka? Yep, no clue who that is. Sorry, but Saya Koju isn't here. I'm Lost Malice. I guess you can say I'm representing her right now. Are you here about the scar? I can help. Yeah, that's it right. That's it exactly, Governor. It's actually called Zima. Now that's back to German. Called the mark, right? If you get it, your memories become mush and you die soon, right? No, she's all over the place. Chip, cheerio, that's what Madame Yakuza said. Well, color me surprised. I didn't think anyone besides Saikucho knew about the mark. But this girl, she knows what happened to her, but for some reason she doesn't look depressed at all. Aren't you scared? Hell yeah, I'm terrified, Governor. But being a scaredy cat's embarrassing. Chip, cheerio, I want to hurry up and finish this whole mark thing for my fans too. I'm a pro and forgetting the lyrics up on stage is definitely a no-go. Whatever, this is her voice now, I don't give a care anymore. I think I know what line of work she's in. She's an idol. Are you an idol or something? Yeah, that's right. Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet. I Kashiwagi. I sing, dance, and perform as a member of Love and Hero. Oh, so that's her stage costume? Yeah, cool, right? I hit her here right straight after filming finish. If I got to my dress room, my manager would have found me. Chip Chip Joey, the taxi driver stared my out for the whole way here. Giggling, she removes her jacket and bares her shoulder. A familiar mark glares bright upon her skin. I'm stuck wearing sleeves right now because of this thing. It's gonna be summer soon. It seems as though this person is indeed a mark bearer. Whoa, who's there? Eyes. eyes. Bug out comically wide when she hears a female voice out of nowhere. She may know about the mark, but it doesn't look like she knows about Mary. Mary updates I about everything so far. She starts, with Sayakoja's tragic death and recounts our encounters with the spirits. I seem surprised to hear Koju is dead, but she does admirably well in her attempt to swallow the string of unusual events. Now, Lady I, do you have any idea as to where you received your mark? Well, Governor, probably. When we filmed at the mystery spot, I don't think I had this scar until after we finished up filming. I feel like I should ask her for more details about this mystery spot tour. What kind of show was it? Summer Ghost Story special. During the shoot, our guest star Madame Yasuka, Madame Yas, and I got this weirdly shaped scar. The minute she saw it, Madame Yas told me it was called a mark. So I wasn't the only one to go on this. Yas also got the mark. Is this person not coming here then? Oh, I guess I forgot to say, Governor. Madame Yas is on her way here too. She'll just be a little late. She's stopping by her shop in Giza before. Giza before heading over. What should I ask next? Where'd you go? We went around to 3 mystery spots that are rumored to be haunted. One was an old tunnel in O City. Another was a railroad crossroads in T City, where a lot of accidents happen. The last was Back Street in H City. Sure enough, H City was one of those places. What should I ask next? When did you notice it? This is Manhole Road. We were rushing everywhere because we were pressed for time that day. It just was suddenly there. Well, that's not much help. I think that's all I'll get from her. You mentioned a street in H City, but where exactly was it? Just a sec. He digs her cell phone out of her bag and flips it open. I'm pretty sure it was in the email my manager sent me, Governor. Oh, there it is. It was K Mayamachi North Road. It was a pretty weird place. A ton of manholes were all over. Oh, excuse me again. The file in the garage said a woman holding a Buddha statue was seen there. Is this just coincidence or... Hey, you're kind of frowning, Governor. Oh, no, it's just... It seems they have determined where you must go tonight. Please head directly to K Mayamachi North Road, Lord Maras. There may be a spirit trace there. That's not the only thing I might find. There may be a clue about who stole the Buddha statue from H Shrine, too. And of course, Chip Jorio, and of course I'll come with. Our group has a song that goes like this. I'm not one to sit around and wait. I'll blast through those evil traps standing my way with all my might. Okay then. Sounds like Love and Hero specializes in motivational type of song. Anyway, she seems willing enough, so I'll let her help. For now, do I have anything in my... Oh. Let's see. You're stronger than us, you're less intelligent, we have the same spirit and dexterity. Interesting. Well, let's go. The road runs through a quiet residential area. It's far removed from major crossroads, so it's totally deserted at this time of night. We look a little suspicious wandering around, but no one's here to report us. Ah, yep, this is the place. We were looking here for a ghost. It wouldn't happen to be a woman ghost, would it? Wearing white, carrying a statue, would it? Actually, yeah, that was a rumor. I don't really remember the statue bit. So did you find the ghost? No, we didn't. But Madame Yass said she felt a bad presence throughout the entire shoot. You keep mentioning Yass. What kind of person is she? Oh, sorry, I forgot to explain. She's a famous fortune teller. Her predictions often come true. They say she's got true spiritual powers. This fortune teller knows about the mark. Maybe she was working with Sayagujo. Oh yeah, better email her. I've got to let her know about you and what happened to Dr. Saya. I pushed some buttons on her phone. Cell phones are getting pretty common now. I guess this might take... oh, whatever. In 10 years, I will probably own one old and young alike. Oh, I wonder. Technology evolves so fast, it's amazing. Sorry that took so long. Alright, we should get right down to investigating, Mr. Malice. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Let's see. An old vending machine. It doesn't look like it's been restocked in a while. It's mostly empty. Lazy bums. A normal manhole cover. Looks like we need special tools to open it. Huh? This one's got a different design. It's true, it's only one of an older make. It's covered in rust. Huh, it looks like you can get a hand in. Can you lift it? I highly doubt it. I'm sure you need a special tool to manhole cover. Well, why not just try? Determination and strength will get you further than you expected. Is that from another one of your songs? Come on, Mr. Malice. You take that side. Okay, Jesus Christ. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. The lid lifts and a putrid smell wafts out. I can't believe we actually got it open. The black void stretches deep underground. A rusted metal ladder is set into the side of the hole. Does this connect to the sewers? It actually smell like it does. Weird. In the room above the white road woman, the woman mysteriously vanishes. Could it be she hid herself down here? Why don't we try going down for a look? Are you serious? But I'm in my stage outfit. So you're going to wait up here then? No, I'm coming. But don't you dare look up while you're climbing down. I go down first and I quickly follows. The rusted ladder creaks when we put weight on it, but that doesn't make me nervous at all. No, sir, no. We make our way carefully, and it takes us a while to reach the bottom. I feel like this must go further down than a normal sewer. It's like a secret entrance, made for a secret society's hideout. Ai's voice bounces off the walls above me. She's probably joking around to stop herself from freaking out. My feet finally reach solid ground. Nice. Oh, this is concrete passageway stretches before us. I doubt it's been ventilated in a long time. The musty air is stagnant and heavy, making it slightly difficult to breathe. Definitely doesn't look like a sewer. At least my outfit won't get dirty, but where are we anyway? How should I know? We'll just have to look around. What happens if I go forward? It's emitting a strange red light. Fancy. Large iron box. I slip my hands underneath the lid and pull with all my might. It pops open with an unexpectedly loud noise. There are a few tools inside along what looks like a notebook. Hammer, hatchet, red notebook. Wow, it's full of stuff. What does the notebook say? I flipped through a notebook with eye. The lettering is very fine. It's impossible to read in such a dark space. But what concerns me even more is... what's that smell? A bizarre stench invades my nose like a mix between tallow, perfume, and blood. What's tallow? It doesn't take me long to figure out that it's coming from the notebook. I can't believe you're holding it. Could you maybe put it away? I think I might puke. I put the notebook in my bag for now. The smell might permeate the other items, but some sacrifices are necessary. Alright then. Eek! I suddenly shrieks pitifully and stops in her tracks. Mr. Malice, what is that? She shakily points my light that way. It's like a void. Oh, there's stuff on the wall. Something dark and long is clinging to the wall. Is that human hair? Ringu? No, wait, Grudge. Wrong one. Grudge, get out of here. There's actually quite a bit of it everywhere. It's not getting longer, is it? No. No, that's... silly. Anywho. The wall has been discolored by water stains and dust. Going by the fading, it's gotta be old. Well, thanks, Sherlock. It's an old-fashioned, though well-built iron door. The paint is chipping in places, so it must be pretty old. Whoa, that door looks ancient. I had no idea this was a place like this under the ground. Oh, could this be some kind of lab? How could she say stuff like that with a straight face? Sure, her innocence is cute and all, but I get the feeling she's not particularly bright. I'm sorry, did I say something bad? No, it's not that. I give up on eye and reach for the doorknob. It's locked. Of course it is. Let's go. I don't want to stay here long, so... I never get to finish what I'm going to say because I die. An old man jumps out from the iron door, yelling strangely. Hey, where you folks from? What are you doing on my turf, huh? He's smirking, but his tone is serious. Just then I smell an odd stench. It seems like this old man is a homeless guy who's living down here. Nothing, really. Oh, that's right. We haven't done anything. I know she's trying to back me up, but she definitely doesn't sound convincing. This underground shelter isn't a place for irresponsible layabouts like yourself. Understand, so leave my turf alone and get out of here. He disappears behind the iron door. And it sounds like he's carefully locked it up again. Man, that surprised me. I wasn't expecting a person to come out. Oh, do you think that guy was homeless? Yeah. Maybe not something you ponder out loud, though. It's kind of rude, dear. Could it be she's never seen one before? Still, that old man, why'd he pop out just to warn us? If that door was locked, then he shouldn't have to worry about being disturbed. But if I don't know why, then I should probably just do as he says. Let's go, he might come yell at us again. Yeah. We've seen just about everything we can. It seems like to be an underground shelter, though if the solid concrete wall is not quite like your standard shelter. Well, we didn't find anything on spirits or that woman in a white robe. At least that notebook shows some promise. Too bad we couldn't get more out of that old guy. What's behind that door, anyway? From the moment we entered the shelter, it's been hard to breathe like there's a noose tightening around my neck. I thought it was because of the still air, but that might not be the only reason. Something in my head throbs. This place, it holds some kind of horrible secret. I'm almost sure of it. Do I somehow know this underground shelter? Mr. Malice? You're kind of spacing out. You okay? You look pale too. I'm fine. It's nothing. The air here is pretty bad. No surprise you're feeling sick. Let's head back up for now. We return to the entrance and begin climbing the rickety ladder. When we climb out of the manhole, the breeze that brushes my cheek is refreshing. It's unpleasant. The unpleasant air that hounded us underground starts to disperse. Ah, Miss I finally found you. Oh! You scream, fortune teller. I'm guessing you're Miss Yas. I'm glad to see you safe. Oh, Madame Yas! Good morning. Great to see you. But what are you doing here? I went to Miss Koju's mansion, but no one answered the door. Then I got your email, so I came here. Still, it's hard to believe that Miss Koju has passed away. This seems to be the woman that I keeps mentioning. The thick layers of makeup make it hard, but going by her voice, she must be pretty old. I'm Toakao Yasuka. You must be Mr. Malice. I read about you and your mark in Miss I's email. It seems you've been working hard to help those who have the mark. Yes, how much do you know about the mark? Good question. I'm sure I know less than what you are hoping I do. Miss Koju told me about a scar like that and then asked what I knew of it. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was hoping for more. I assume it's some sort of curse, though I never thought it would be the work of inhuman spirits, or that I would become a victim. Yas rolled up her sleeve, revealing the mark on her arm. I've lived long enough already. I have no attachment to this world, but Miss I is still young. Do everything you can to save her. I can't promise anything, but I shall try. I'll need your help as well. I heard you have spiritual powers. Mr. Malice, don't sound so suspicious. I don't care about spirits or ghosts, but she's definitely the real deal. It's natural to be doubtful. It's best not to tangle those spirits if you want to live in peace. However, Mr. Malice, it seems you seem to have some spiritual powers of your own. Have you experienced something no one else has? You mean, like, besides fighting 3 ghosts? Oh, and the voice, right. The voice. I mentioned it to her. Intriguing. Jeanne d'Arc was famous for hearing the voice of God, but it's usually only spirit whispers. It may be an evil spirit or ghost, or even the soul of someone who loves you trying to save you. If it's trying to help, I appreciate it if it could give me clearer hints. I can do nothing about that. Humans and souls live separately. Imagine a long-distance radio signal. Static can garble the message. A soul protecting the one it loves. Oh, how romantic. Mr. Mouse, do you have any idea who that soul could be? There's no way I would. I don't have any memories. But even if I did, it's not like there's a way I'd be able to know. So, what's your plan now? We were going to head back to the mansion. We need to report to Mary after all. Oh, and who might that be? A doll. One that even talks. A talking doll. Not so strange when you consider it's the Koju family we're discussing. She's not surprised at all. Guess it pays to be specialized in the supernatural sometimes. Shall we head to the mansion? I'm intrigued by this Mary. Mary, 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 Mary. Hope you're married. As Yas climbs out of the car, her gaze turns nostalgic as she looks around. It's been a long time. About 20 years now, back 2 generations of family heads. You've known them a long time, then? It hasn't been that long. I had a falling out with Murasame, the second last head, and cut ties with them. They didn't even invite me to Murasame's funeral. The last head, Masumu, and Saya were kids last time I saw them. Imagine my surprise when Saya contacted me a month ago. Wait a second. First, it was Murasume, then it was Masamune, and the current head is Sayakoju, right? There have been 3 heads in 20 years. That's right. Yas grimaces. The family is known for their short lives. Accidents or heart attacks, very few have lived full lives. Gossip says the family is cursed. So Sayakoju didn't escape that fate either. It's probably just coincidence, but there's something about this mansion that tells me I shouldn't be so sure. If it really is a curse, what's causing it? Could it be divine wrath? Ah, Miss Ai, you've been staring this whole time. Something the matter? Well, there's something. Mr. Malice, does the Koju family keep animals out in their yard? No, I don't think so. Oh, then that black rabbit is odd. The rabbit's back again? But what's it doing here? Where did it go? I think it was heading to for the building. It had something in its mouth. What was it? I don't know. It's too dark and it was too far away. You know that rabbit, Mr. Malice? Kind of. I tell him about the black rabbit I've seen on my investigations. Mary said it had some sort of spirit residing in it. And now it's suddenly here. What could that mean, I wonder? Oh. All at once my heart starts pounding. I have a bad feeling about this, like something terrible is about to happen. I find myself bolting to the entrance hall. Everything looks the same as usual here. Did a rabbit get inside the mansion? I quickly scanned the room for it. Huh. Mary isn't on the sofa. Mr. Malice? Over there in the corner. I turned the direction I is pointing. What's going on? Ai's voice has an audible shake in it. How the hell should I know? I have to force the words out of my mouth. My voice shakes like hers. Hisoka is silent. Oh. Mary. Mary lies on the ground, tragically broken. Her beautiful face is smashed to pieces. Next to her lies the rabbit. Its head is twisted unnaturally. Fresh blood stains the floor. Mary? I call out to her, daring to hope. But I only get silence in response. Mary is dead. Though I don't know if you can say that for a doll. Well then. After that, I and Yasuoka helped me pick up Mary's remains as well as the rabbits. We work in complete silence, no one daring to speak a word. Mary's gone. I'll have to face spirits in the mark without her help from now on. Terror and dread threaten to consume me. Will I even be able to hunt down spirits like I've been doing? What the hell happened here? Did some sort of spirit do this? We know Koju Mansion isn't necessarily safe from spirit attacks. In fact, Sayakoju was killed by Hanahiko. Hanahiko. Why did the rabbit come here? The last time I saw it was at Age Shrine. Did it travel all the way here after that? And for what purpose? Mr. Malice, a moment please. I found this while cleaning up. Do you have any idea what it is? She hands me a keyring with a single key on it. The tag attached to it says Master Key. Now, where will that come from, I wonder? It's the Master Key to the mansion. But what's it doing here? Miss I did say the rabbit had something in its mouth earlier. It could have picked it up this keyring and carried it. Are you saying the rabbit had the Master Key? It's only a guess. It's also quite a possibility that Mary had it herself. But Mary said she didn't know where it was. The truth is shrouded in darkness. We can use that key to open up any room in the mansion, Rad. Is there a place you want to go into? As a matter of fact, there is. There's one place I've been unable to check. The locked room in the southeast corner of the second floor. The room style looks no different from the other guest rooms. What are all those tools on the desk? They look pretty strange. That frame over there interests me. I'd like to see the photos inside. There are two places of interest. Which should I check first? I want to save. The picture frame contains several photos. Marionettes, wax figures, Japanese dolls. They are all photos of dolls. And one of them is a photo of Mary's bare frame. Looks like she was still being put together. When was this taken? There's a pattern on Mary's right arm. Is that the mark? But I never saw anything like that on her arm. Plus, this one is different. The color from the mark bearers have a black mark. Ours may be red, but somehow this feels even more ominous. That's all you learn from this. I'll check over there next. On the desk is a board lined with tools. There are a variety of sharp chisels and long tools that look like spatulas all in a row. Next to them are bottles filled with paints and a stack of art books. Are these tools for making dolls? Does that mean Mary was made here? This drawers are full of tools as well, but there's no documents or reports on the mark like I had hoped. I picked up a chisel and stays at its handle. This thing. MK is engraved on it. Sayakoju would be SK, so Saya's father was Marusame, and her older brother, the head before her, was Masumoi Koju. Either one would be MK. Yasuoka tilts her head in thought. I hear the Koju family's ancestors were tasked with making Buddha statues. I suppose either of them could have been influenced by that. After examining the desk and frame, we searched the rest of the room as well, but we came up with nothing more. Oh, that's too bad. I was expecting an amazing secret. We didn't learn anything more about the spirits on the mark here. The only thing left is that diary we found in the shelter. We'll just have to place our bets on that. We return to the entrance hall. I pull out the red notebook out of the bag I left on the floor. The flour and tallow smell assaults my nose. I feel like my olfactory senses are shriveling. What a vulgar stench. I recognized this when we filmed on the North Road. It was only a brief whiff of it, so I thought I imagined the smell. Or perhaps that's when I received. She scowls at the notebook, as if she's right that the notebook could be connected to the spirit somehow. Inside is the contents of a woman's diary. It almost seems like it's soaked in a pool of perfume. Stains and discolorations make most of the pages unreadable. The last page seems clean enough. The date is from half a month ago. Ooh, recent. Miss Zhu. As I await the fated day, I recall my days as a teacher. The children called me Miss Zoo. Zoo, the keeper of the animals. Probably because I kept so many laboratory animals in the science lab. I got to be surrounded by my beloved animals, my cute little snakes. It was so much more fulfilling than my current boring research. But because of that foolish principal and the fire, the school was shut down. My paradise was stolen from me. I need to take back my paradise. The great Asura has bestowed upon me the wisdom I need to do that. Tomorrow I will die. By the great Asura's abundant mercy, I'll be reborn as Mrs. Zoo, so I may rebuild my paradise again. It is all, as the great Asura has said. Oh, great Asura, 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 Asura. The rest is filled with Asura. Did she lose her sanity while writing it? Traces of kiss marks cover the names. That combined with the choking perfume, the heavy weight of lust is overwhelming. The dark passions in this notebook thoroughly disgusting. I'd have to burn it to ash immediately. So this Miss Zoo who wrote this, could she be the woman from the rumors? If she worked in a lab, that would explain the white robe. But I wonder which school she was talking about. She said it was her paradise. Do you have any ideas? I mean, Age Elementary. Yes, I agree. It's the only one abandoned school in the area that hasn't been torn down. It may be the paradise she wrote of. Too, the woman died after she wrote it. This great Asura guided her transformation into Mrs. Zoo. I can't believe a human would choose to become a spirit of their own free will. Is that really possible? She seemed very confident that she could be reborn, and the notebook being a shelter might serve as supporting evidence. Perhaps she meant it as a farewell to her life as a human. How sentimental. Mrs. Zoo, so she is the one that gave Madame Yas and I our marks? That's where we found out ours. A spirit must know the place. It would make sense if it comes and goes from there and then, for whatever reason. Looks like we know where we must go next. Time to go to Age Elementary. Yes, finally. Well, that'll be it for today, I suppose. Poor Mary. Poor Mary. Well, later we'll go after a Miss Zoo. So until then, good day.